You can buy all the right furniture and follow every single trend, but something still feels like it's missing in your home. Everything's there, but it's just not quite done, and you can't figure out why. Honestly, the truth is that you're not paying attention to all 6 senses. Yes, I said 6. It means you're designing a space that's one-dimensional and focused on one sense. So today we're going to get into all the details about it. I am so excited. Thank you so much for being here. And if you like this video, please subscribe. I'm Ariel, your interior design bestie. I wrote a book called Your Space Made Simple, which is a recipe style guide for interior design. I am all about helping you on a journey to make your home heal you, love you, nourish you, because it's more than just the style. It's more than just the stuff inside of it. It is a reflection of you. So as we deep dive into the 6 senses, I think you guys are going to be so surprised by what you're actually missing and things you just didn't think about. We're going to talk about high-end hotels and how they use this in every single space. Retail spaces use it, and some of my favorite cafes use this tip. So from the way your space smells all the way down to the intuition that you are getting inside of your space, these tips and tricks of all 6 senses really are going to ground you back into your space. They're going to make things feel a whole lot more finished, and you're going to have a lot more intentionality behind what you bring in your home, or maybe what you edit and curate and allow in your home. It is going to change the energy. It's going to change the flow. This isn't really feng shui, but we can get into that in another video. This is really about intention and all of the senses, fully being immersed in a space from every single one: taste, touch, smell, intuition, the 6th sense, all of that good stuff. Let's start with the easiest one, sight. I think most people have this one nailed down. It's actually where we start in interior design. It is all the things we see with our eyes, right? It's the art on the walls. It's the beautiful vase that we don't touch, but it like lives on the shelf and we love it. It's the things we collect on our travels. It's all the like details that you literally see with your eye. Most of us get stuck and trapped in designing only in this space, right? It's only the color that we pick. It's just the couch style, blah, blah, blah. But I think sight can go much deeper. I think the thing I want you to really think about, whether you have a full space, a partially empty space, you're somewhere in a renovation, wherever you are in your home journey. The thing with sight is that whatever you put your eyes on, it's gonna create recognition. Okay, so it's gonna draw you to a memory. It's gonna draw you to something of interest. That can be photos that you took on your travels with friends, family, your partner, etc. It can be actual things that you've curated over time on your travels. It can be artwork you found at a street fair, but it's things that you've curated, and I want to focus on that. This isn't things that you just found all at once. I'm not a firm believer in I finished a space in a day. This isn't that, and it will never be that, right? You need to swap things out. You need to change things. You need to move things around as your vibe, as your energy changes, and please allow that to happen. That's what sight is. That's what you want to focus on. It's the color on the wall, but it's also the mirror in front of it and the artwork next to it and the light hanging there. It's the things that interact together as that form of sight. I just want to highlight this tip here. Design isn't about trends. It's about intention and intuition and marrying those two together. And I think sight is the best way to do that, okay? I have a beautiful thing hanging across from me on this wall, and it's this Moroccan clay thing. And I love it. I just love it. Every time I see it, it makes me happy. And that's the things I'm talking about. It's the curation of artwork that you found. It's these things that you bring into your life that, I love the phrase, bring you joy, but it sparks a memory. It makes you feel at home. Those are the things you really want to focus on. It's not about just getting generic artwork from Target, which is great if it aligns with you, but like it's about finding things that represent you. This will also help ground your nervous system. It'll just deeply sink you in. My favorite one is touch. I think everybody forgets about this. I don't think designers forget about this too much, but maybe you have, maybe you haven't. Touch. It is tactile. I want you to think back when you were like a 3 or a 5-year-old and you're like running through the pool of balls, like the pit of balls, and you're just like running and you're touching everything and everything is super sensory. Like when you're a baby and they give you books and you like touch all the fuzzy things and there's like different textures in there. Do that for your adult self. It is so nourishing. it creates intention and connection with the space. We know that with babies, when they have highly tactile rooms to play in, tactile rugs and different textures and matting and fur and different things to touch, it ignites them. It makes them learn things. It makes them curious. It continues to grow through that. But we need that as adults also. And I'm not just talking about the shag rug. I think shag rugs are great if you have one, if you want one, cool. It's also like a throw pillow that's woven or has texture or mixing materials like velvet and wood and marble or quartz or whatever the materials are. It's about allowing those textures to mix on the visual, but also on the touch, like highly tactile spaces. I think if you look at the most beautiful interior design, it is layers on layers of tactile materials. It's the mixture of linen and then this other material on top of it. And then again, like the velvet and maybe shag and whatever the materials are, it just feels really intentional. And I love this. I have ADHD. If you're neurodivergent, this can really help you. This can really help you. You can dampen sound in a space with texture and material. We'll get into that shortly. But it can also just make you feel more connected, more grounded, and in depth of that space. There's this idea that I have that your body in a space, it doesn't want to just be held. It wants an impression. It wants you to sink in. And I don't always mean literally like sink into the couch, but like ground in. And that happens with touch. It happens with texture and layering. So go do that. It will change it. Next one, let's talk about sound, what we hear with our ears, and how we can help dampen a space if we don't want to hear all that much. So this is a tool that most fancy retail spaces use. It's also one that hotel lobbies use. I don't know if you've recently walked into a hotel lobby or ever hung out there. You probably won't hear the top 50 songs playing. You are going to hear a curated vibe. And it's all about that. Bring that home with you. If you want to feel energized and you want to feel motivated, maybe you're going to play some EDM music or your favorite song or whatever. You're going to have your favorite playlist. I'm talking about the times that you want to feel grounded and relaxed and just like in a space, right? Are you going to play ocean sounds, wave sounds? Are you going to play different frequencies? Like pay attention to the sounds that you want to immerse in. When you have guests over, what is the playlist that you're playing? All of those things interact with space in a beautiful way. So pay attention to them. I love setting intention around sound because it will really calm you down. It will really bring the energy down. This works so well. I think when I'm ready to meditate or journal or sit down and relax or get ready and go shower, such different vibes, but I'm paying attention to the intention around the sound that's playing. I think this also really works with sound dampening. A perfect example of this, across the street from my place right now, there's massive construction and it is so loud. And before it kicked off, I really didn't have to worry about sound dampening. It was pretty quiet over here, but it's not anymore. So I'm investing in things like canvas artwork and curtains and more dense, thicker pile or like thicker rugs to absorb some of that extra sound because it's really echoey all of a sudden now with this construction. It's just loud. So things like that can really help. Acoustic panels, right? Not only do they add that tactile feeling, they also dampen sound. So if you want a really intimate or quiet space, that's a really great way to do that. I think it's awesome in like a primary bedroom space where you really want that honed in, calm feeling, or even in the den, right? If you guys have a big TV or something and you want to dampen that sound, acoustic panels are great. That all has to do with sound, but softening and grounding yourself back into that space. I think my favorite tip of today is go or think about your favorite place, even if it's, far away, if it's in Bali or Hawaii, or maybe it's just down the street at your favorite local bar, and think about what the sounds are. Just think about it. Like, what's playing? What makes me feel held and grounded or ignited and energized? What are those sounds that I'm paying attention to? Bring that home with you. Okay, so if you're loving this so far, I have a free masterclass coming up on June 17th at 10 a.m. Pacific, which I am super excited about. So get on the wait list for that. You do not want to miss it. It is going to be everything. Second thing, I have a deep dive freebie, free download of the six senses on my website, free color palettes, a meditation to visualize your future space. I have all of the goodies and they're free mood boards. Go to my website. Seriously, you don't want to miss out. There's so much good stuff on there. Go get it. All right, and also Your Space Made Simple. This is a copy of my book. Go grab it. It's so insightful. It's literally a recipe book for interior design. It has everything broken down from the room size all the way to the pieces that you put in it. It's all about matching intention with the pieces. It is such a helpful guide if you need any step to keep organized. Go grab a copy. All right, let's get into the trickiest one. Smell. I love this. Again, we're going to go back to the hotel lobby. I'm thinking of my favorite hotel lobby. It smells so dang good. Think about your favorite brand, right? When you walk into the retail store, there's a smell. And it's genius. We build connections in our mind with smell, memories with smell. When we smell that smell, we are thrown back. Have you ever been to a space you're like, oh my God, I know that smell. It's reminding me of something. What is that? It's bringing you back to a memory. It is the best brand tool. People come back for the smell. Now, use this in your own home, okay? If your favorite vacation was in Hawaii and you want it to smell like that, you can make that happen. It will ground you. It will make you so happy. And if you're not a candle or diffuser or incense person, you can do this with natural materials too. You can do this with just dried lavender and mint on the table and just let it sit. You can do it with Palo Santo sticks. You can do it with sage. You can do it with all kinds of herbs. You can even do it with a simmer pot and boil this stuff in water and just let that sit through the house. It's like the famous saying, when people go to buy a house, the real estate agent will put in fresh cookies in the oven because it makes the house smell so good. Because guess what? In America, that reminds us of home. Chocolate chip cookies, deeply, for many, not all, remind me of being a child at home. It's what sells a house. Use smell. Use smell. It is the best tool to help ignite a memory and intention. I use this all the time when I want to meditate or journal or create a manifestation list. I will light a specific candle or a specific incense or a specific thing, and that's the smell I use for that. And then when I smell it again, I'm reminded, oh yeah, I wrote this intention down. I want to come back to that. I want to do that again. I want to think about that again. I want to revisit this. That is such a helpful tool. Plus, it makes you feel good. I don't know if you ever light your favorite candle. You're like, gee, I love that smell. It makes you feel wonderful and so loved in a space. So don't forget about that. This is your reminder that scents are deeply emotional. They create an emotional connection. Lavender reminds me of fields and running them in the summer. Or eucalyptus reminds me of our fancy living room that we never sat in. And every time I smell it, I think I'm fancy. Everybody has these key individualistic memories, but pay attention to them. They ignite so much beauty inside of a space. Okay, taste. This is what you savor. All right, I'm really into spices. I love spices. I think they just make food taste amazing. You can be on board with me on this or not, whatever. We're going to get into it. I think the best way to explain this is if you have floating shelves or anything open on your countertops and you see your favorite flavors. That can be the fruit basket. That can be, you know, my favorite AD home tour with the basket of lemons because it's iconic. It can be whatever you want it to be. When you taste those things, right? Taste and smell are really connected. They bring you something different into a space. I don't know if in the summer, I want to have a cold glass of lemonade in my living room and just sit with it and relax. That's my thing. But everybody has their own thing, right? That can be creating a corner where you have your morning cup of coffee or your afternoon cup of tea. You're again matching intention with the space. Do you see how nothing I talked about here had to do with where you bought your furniture, how expensive it was? None of that. None of it. It's about how it all goes together, and the six senses are what ties it all into one. That's what ties it all together. So pay attention to taste, okay? These are the things that nourish you. And that doesn't, we can get into healthy food and like what you put in your body because it's so connected to your home, obvi. But it's actually the things that you surround yourself by that are nourishing you from a taste perspective. It's like your favorite afternoon snack or like where you're eating your breakfast and how you curate that space around you with beauty and joy. I'm not saying you have to have a perfectly styled kitchen. I'm saying that the things that are on your countertops that you use all the time should also spark some sort of happiness with taste. It's the fruit bowl, it's the bag of lemons, it's the things that you love, that you want to see. I want to see that beautiful, I'm looking at it right now, that beautiful spice rack. And I want to see it just so well done because I love it in my food. I love mixing and matching different things. This is your reminder to design for rituals, not routines. I also just hate the word routines. It's not my vibe. I love rituals. So design for that in mind. Design the matcha little area. Design the cute little liquor bar corner. Design your little coffee thing. That all brings you back to nourishing your body with taste. And it just makes the soul so happy when you look at it. And again, it's all about intention, which brings me to the final sense, the sixth sense. This is about intuition. This is about spirit. This is about intuition, which we've talked about the whole time. The thing connecting all five senses are intention and intuition. It is the guide within you that you're listening to hold everything else up. It's saying, right now, this taste feels really good in my body. These chocolate chip cookies bring me back and make me feel at home. This sound of the ocean that I'm playing with my white noise machine makes me feel like I'm on the beach in Hawaii, right? It's the intuition, the intention that connects all of these things together. And I can't emphasize that enough. The sixth sense can also be spirituality. It can also be if you're into crystals and incense and creating altars and all of that stuff. It can totally, absolutely do that. And if you are into it, like me, please do it. It will really ground you in. And I know altars sound intense, but take something from all of the six senses that we listed and put it in a corner and look at it and be like, gee, this really does make me feel grounded. I have my favorite light over there. I have my favorite crystal that my friend gave me. I have my favorite book that I'm reading. I have a picture of my grandma. That's what an altar is. It's just connect yourself back to those things and don't be afraid of it. And I think I just said altar. It doesn't have to be like this table or a thing on the ground, or it doesn't have to be fancy. It can be pictures on the wall. That can be your momentum to set yourself back and really look at things. Be like, oh, I'm in my space. This is mine. Whether you're renting or you're owning, that feeling of being grounded in, it's so life-changing. It will free up space for so many other things. Okay, let's get real for a second. You are the soul of your home, or if you live with multiple people, a partner, a roommate, kids, dogs, pets, whatever, they are the soul of the home too. And everything in that home is a reflection of who you are. And if it just doesn't feel like you, if you're getting stuck or you're in this liminal space of not knowing what to do, come back to the senses. Taste, touch, smell, intuition, just feel back into the body. It will really help. Again, I'm going to say it again, ground you into the space. Okay, before we go, I want you to close your eyes and think about when you first walk in the door, when you first get home. The taste, the smell, the touch, the first thing you see. What are all of those things? What's the things that make you feel most at home? Either pay attention to those things way more, add more of them, or start to edit and curate what you do and what you see. It will change your interaction with space. It will make your home feel done, more done, and it will connect you back to your intuition. Up next, we're going to talk about how space can actually affect your mood and what to do about that. How to change it, how to improve your mood, how to dampen your mood, and what to do to change the energy in one super simple step. If this resonated, make sure to subscribe and please let me know. I want to hear your feedback. And don't forget about the masterclass on June 17th at 10 a.m. Pacific. You don't want to miss it. Have a great day, guys.